Hi, my name is Tawan Dorsey, and today I'm going to be covering some topics in my interpersonal communications class. I hope that you all find this video interesting as well as informative. The first topic I'm going to cover is I'm going to tell a little bit about myself, and then I'm going to explain why I'm taking this course. Well, for starters, my name is Tawan Dorsey. I'm 28 years old, and my long-term goal is to become a nurse. And the reason why I'm taking this course is because not only is it part of my prereqs for nursing, but it also gives me an opportunity to look forward to learn new things in this course since I've never taken a course like this before. The next topic I'm going to cover is a little bit from chapter 1, where it tells me to think about a recent conversation that I had with another person. It also wants me to consider communication competence mentioned in the first chapter. It also asks me, was I successful, or was me and the other person successful? And then it asks, how did either or both of us demonstrate the characteristics of competent communicators? The thing that I'm going to reflect on is the conversation I had with my friend LaWanda. When mentioning communication competence, I'd say we both were successful, and I'll explain how. We were having a conversation about our lives and our upbringing, as well as our goals to become successful. There were some moments where we laughed, where we cried, and even got angry. But we have managed to stay on the same page despite going through these several emotions. Based on some of the communication skills in chapter 1, I will pull from the context and explain how my conversation with my friend is similar to these skills in chapter 1. The first one is adaptability. Me and my friend are from different parts of town, but we are from the same race, but we had different upbringings. Like she had both of her parents. I only had one parent of mine. So I have listened to her talk about how she was raised, and then I have told her how I was raised. And our upbringings were completely different. However, we still had the same ultimate goal, which was to become successful and go to college. That's the adaptability part. The next skill I'm going to discuss is the ability to perform. When mentioning the ability to perform, it kind of gave me a sense of what we both were talking about. So when she gave me or told me about a certain topic, or even gave me a certain reaction to what we talked about, it gave me the ability to perform whatever emotion that was needed, and also gave me the words needed for the topic that we were discussing. The next skill I'm going to discuss is empathy. Now, during our conversation, we talked about some certain topics that were difficult to discuss. And with that, there was some empathy needed involved because there may have been some tears flowing or a little bit of voice cracking. So it was up to either her or me to provide that empathy for each other because we're friends, and that's what friends do. Friends comfort each other when they're having a difficult time. The next skill will be cognitive complexity. During our conversation, I was able to learn as much as about her as she was to learn about me. But certain things that she said to me, I'm not going to lie, they offended me. They didn't offend me in a bad way. They just offended me by how they came off. And she sensed that. When she sensed that, she apologized to me. But it also made me start thinking about myself, which led to me doing some self monitoring on myself. Because during this conversation, as she reflected on herself, it gave me an opportunity to reflect on myself based on what I have learned about her and also what she has learned about me. We have already went through so much, and our emotions were no different because they shifted back and forth. But the penultimate detail from this conversation, we were able to get through our discussion without our friendship taking a hit. The next topic I'm going to cover is chapter 3. And in chapter 3, it asks me to give some examples of co-cultural groups I think I belong to. Then it also asks me how my membership of these groups impact my communication. So I will pull from chapter 3 and tell you about this position. In chapter 3, it discusses some co-cultural groups. The groups that I think I belong to are age and race as well as social economic status. For example, I am a 28-year-old African American who identifies as being a lower working middle class man. And the reason that I say this is because race is categorized as people with different physical traits, cultural traits, and different family backgrounds. Some of us even belong to different geographical co-cultures. I get identifying with more than one group is challenging, but how my membership impacts my communication is by me being in a totally new setting with a bunch of new people, and I'm trying to get to know who these people are because we are from different backgrounds, we are different ages, we are different sex, and of course, we have a different mindset. It also gives me the opportunity to take in consideration of other people's feelings based on their cultural backgrounds because you don't want to accidentally come off and offend them and piss them off. So the fact of me learning about new people, it does me good justice because it gives me the opportunity to learn about cultures that I never knew existed. I hope this video was very informative as well as interesting. I tried to explain the topics to my best knowledge. If I didn't do a perfect job, I do apologize. But I hope you guys do enjoy my video or did enjoy it. Thank you.